just a sketch of desire. Net made of hunger, not made of fire. Maybe the catch never failed to occur. Maybe the hope was invented for a different love. Are we alone in the unsaid drama? Or near a proof that fractured the standard? Techno signature, veiled and tore. Knuckle and marble, lucky no more. Are we alone in the black recursion? Or out of phase with a reversion? Up to mirror, shore to shore. Maybe the sail wall was never on. Maybe I'm into the gods.
Black doom, mute room, ash with the velvet tooth, cold lips, stiffness, curled around taps of roof. Are we alone or only on the face? A cold drift through the maze or his names. I read the dark as a contract deep to soul. A roster thought with his authorship of a throat. Nor a calm original witness and frame. Just a negative drama where a nameless name. Absence gets elegant, dressed in a careful angle. The soft little notch that refuses to untangle. Every clean novel has a ceremonial pose. Every sea of love with the geometry of blows. Maybe the other is not an unknown. Maybe the mirror is forbidden us. Maybe the mirror is folded in dust. Maybe the folded the forward is found a wild black eye with Matthew Denial. Maybe the subject's a sketch of desire, and that's made up on the not made of fire. Maybe the catch never fails to occur. The vocals and then the burden for a blur. Are we alone in the unsaid grammar? Or near a proof in a fractured scanner? Techno signature, veil contour. Knuckle on marble, looking no more. Are we alone in the black recursion? Or out of phase with a neighboring version? off the mirror, shore to shore. Maybe the seeds you wore was never a wall.
Ash with the velvet tooth,
Cold and split lip.
curl not up to proof.
Are we alone or only out of phase? Our closed vow will trace through a maze of erased names.
Around the dark, I take time, turn off the interzone. A brush with thought, but it's all the shrink my bullet on. Oracle origin, no witness in frame. Just the negative drama where you're in the snake. Awesome gets elegant, first in it, careful handle. Soft little knots that refuses to untangle. Everything you know has a ceremonial pose. Every sealed mouth has a geometry of clothes. Maybe other is not other enough. Maybe the mirror is older than dust. Maybe the fire is not far and misfiled. A wild archive with a mild denial. Maybe the search is a sketch of desire. And that's made of hunger, not made of pride. Maybe the kind that was parted or near a groove made of fractured scatter. Take the signature may you come to. Not below more, not give no more. Are we alone in a black recursion, or I'm faced with a neighboring version of the mirror shore to shore? Maybe the same was never a wall. I read the dark as a contract, the ink is on the frostbit belt with its authorship overthrown. No oracle, no origin, no witness in frame. Just a negative grammar wearing a nameless name. Absence gets elegant, dressed in a careful ego. A soft little knot that refuses to untangle. Every clean nail has a ceremonial pose. Every sealed mouth has a geometry of flows. Maybe the other's not other enough. Maybe the mirror is folded in dust. Maybe the far is not far but misfired. A wild archive with a mind denial. Maybe the search is a sketch of desire. A net made of humber, a map made of fire. Maybe the gap in the failed to occur. Maybe the hook was invented for a different love. The unsaid grammar, only approved in a fractured scammer. Tender signature, veiled contour, knuckle on marble, knocking no more. Are we alone in the black recursion? We're out of phase with neighboring version. Mouth to mirror, shore to shore. Maybe the sealed wall was never a wall.
I read the dark as a contract the ink to sown, a frostbit thought with its authorship overthrown. No oracle, origin, no witness in frame, just a negative grammar wearing a nameless name. Absence gets elegant, dressed in a careful angle, a soft little knot that refuses to untangle. Every clean doll has a ceremonial pose. Every sealed mouth has a geometry of clothes. Maybe the other is not other enough. Maybe the mirror is folded in dust. Maybe the far is not far but misfiled, a wild archive with a mild denial. Maybe the search is a sketch of desire, a net made of hunger, a map made of fire. Maybe that catch never failed to occur. Are we alone in the unsaid grammar, or near a proof in a fractured scanner? Techno signature, failed contour, knuckle on marble, knocking no more. Are we alone in the black recursion, or out of phase with a neighboring version? Mouth to mirror, shore to shore. Maybe the sealed wall was never a wall.
Black boom, mute room, after the velvet tooth, cold bliss, split myth, curled around, absent proof. Are we alone or only out of phase? A closed barrel drifts through a maze of erased names. Drifts a maze of erased names. Evidence dark, the contract to keep this on. Frost the flow is off the ship over no oracle, no origin, no witness is strange. Just a negative grammar wearing a nameless name. Absence gets elegant, dressed in a careful angle, soft little knot that refuses to entangle. Every clean knot has a ceremony pose. Every sealed mouth has geometry closed. Just a sketch of desire, a net made of hunger, a map made of fire. Reading is never fed to occur. Read what was invented for a different blur. Are we alone in the unsaid grammar, or near a proof in a fracture? Signature bent door, knuckle on marble, knocking no more. Are we alone in the black recursion, or out of phase with a neighboring version? Never shore to shore. Maybe this hill wall was never a wall. Black bloom, room, ash with the velvet tooth, cold bliss, split myth, curled around, absent proof. Are we alone or only out of phase? The closed barrel drifts through a maze of erased names. Mark the dark as a contract being disowned, a frostbit thought with its authorship overthrown. No oracle, no origin, no witness in frame, just a negative grammar wearing a nameless name. Absence gets elegant, dressed in a careful angle, a soft little knot that refuses to untangle. Every clean doll has a ceremonial pose. Every sealed mouth has a geometry of clothes. With the years that I've been with her, be the only one to ever recall. Maybe the mirror is folded dust. Maybe the forest above this love. A wild dark eye with a mountain out. Maybe the search is a sketch of desire, a net made of hunger, a map made of prior. Maybe the catch never failed to occur. Maybe the hope was invented for a different blur. Are we alone in the Instagram? Or near proof in a fractured scanner? Take the signature, veil contour. Not the lovable, knocking no more. Black gloom, new broom, like ash with the velvet tooth. Cold glyphs, split mist, curled around, absent through. Are we alone or only out of phase? Was that will drift through a maze of erased names? I read dark as a contract of ink disowned. A frosted thought with its authorship overthrown. No oracle, no original witness in frame. Just a negative grammar wearing a nameless name. Absence gets elegant, dressed in a careful angle. A soft little knot back refuses to untangle. Every clean note has a ceremonial pose. Every sealed mouth has a geometry of close. Maybe it's not over enough. It's not over enough. Maybe it's not over enough. It's not over enough. The mirror falls with it dust. Need the bars up on this spot. I'm over cut of the miles and now. Think it's the rich, it's sketch. The fire up the edge. I found them running out of desire. And yet the corner and back in prior. Be the catch that failed to occur. The apples invested for different blur. Different blur. Are we alone in the unsaid grammar? Or near a proof in a fractured scanner? Techno signature, veil contour. Knuckle on marble, knocking no more. Are we alone in the black recursion? Or out of phase with the neighboring version? Mouth to mirror, shore to shore. Maybe the sealed wall was never a wall.
Like me with national velvet, you call but spine is sticking around face. Close now, just the maze, worst times.
I read that talk as a contract that inked its own. A frostbite thought with its authorship overthrown.
No artful notion, the witness they frame. Just a negative grammar wearing a nameless name. Absence gets elegant, dressed to a careful angle. A soft label knob that refuses to untangle. Every clean null has a ceremonial pose. Every still mouth has a geometry of close. Maybe the other is not other moon. Maybe the mirror is folded in dust. Maybe the bar is not bar but perspired. A wild archive with a mild denial. Maybe the search is a sketch of desire. A net made of hunger, a map made of prior. Maybe the catch never failed to occur. Maybe the hook was invented for a different love.
absent proof. Are we alone or only out of phase? A closed vowel drifts through a maze of erased names. I read the dark as a contract, the ink to song, the frostbit thought with its authorship overruled. No oracle, no origin, no witness in frame, just a negative grammar wearing a nameless name. Absence gets elegant, trust in a careful angle, soft little knot that refuses to untangle. Every clean note has a ceremonial pose, every sealed mouth has a geometry of close. Maybe love is not all the lost. Maybe me, maybe the search is a sketch of desire, a net made of hunger, a map made of rubber. Maybe the cash never failed to occur. Maybe the book was invented for a different blur. Are we alone in the inside or near a proof in a fractured scanner? Techno signature, veiled contour, knuckle on marble, knocking no more. Are we alone in the black recursion, or out of phase with the neighboring version? Mouth to mirror, shore to shore. May the sealed wall was never a wall. Black blue meat room mesh with the velvet tooth. Cold clipped split myth codes around absent proof. Are we alone or only out of phase? A closed valve drifts through a maze of erased names. I read the dark as a contract, the ink to sound. A frostbit thought with its authorship overthrown. No oracle, no origin, no witness in frame, just a negative grammar wearing a nameless name. Absence gets elegant, dressed in a careful angle, a soft little note that refuses to untangle. Every clean null has a ceremonial pose, every sealed mouth has a geometry of closed. Maybe the other is not other enough. Maybe the mirror is folded in dust. Maybe the far is not far but misfile, a wild archive with a mild denial. And maybe the search is a sketch of desire, a net made of hunger, a map made of prior. And maybe the cat never failed to occur. And maybe good was invented for the fair and blur. On your groups and fracture scanner, near the fracture scanner. Techno signature veiled contour, knuckle on marble, knocking no more. Are we alone in the black recursion, or out of phase with the neighboring version? Mouth to mirror, shore to shore. Maybe the sealed wall was never a wall. Black plume, mute room, ash with the velvet tooth. Cold glyph, split myth curled around absent proof. Are we alone or only out of phase? A closed foul drifts through a maze of erased names. I read the dark as a contract the ink disowned. A frostbit thought with its authorship overthrown. No oracle, no origin, no witness in frame, just a negative grammar wearing a nameless name.
Absence gets elegant, dressed in a careful angle, a soft little knot that refuses to untangle. Every clean null has a ceremonial pose, every sealed mouth has a geometry of closed. Maybe the other is not other enough. Maybe the mirror is folded in dust. Maybe the far is not far but misfiled, a wild archive with a mild denial. Maybe the search is a sketch of desire, a net made of hunger, a map made of prior. Maybe the catch never failed to occur. Maybe the hook was invented for a different blur. Are we alone in the unsaid grammar, or near a proof in a fractured scanner, techno signature veil contour, knuckle on marble, knocking no more? Are we alone in the black recursion, or out of phase with a neighboring version, mouth to mirror, shore to shore? Maybe the sealed wall was never a wall.
Black blue, you ran ash with a velvet tooth, gold bliss lit with glitter on absolute. Are we alone or only out of phase? A closed vowel drifts through maze over race. I read the dark as a contracting to some of frosted thought with its authorship overthrown. No oracle, no origin, no witness in the frame, just an edited grammar wearing a nameless name. Absence gets elegant, dressed in a careful angle, a soft little knot that refuses untangle. Every clean null has a ceremonial pose, every sealed mouth has a geometry of clothes. Maybe the other is not other enough. Maybe the mirror is folded in dust. Maybe the far is not far but misfiled, a wild archive with a mild denial. Maybe the search is a sketch of desire, a net made of hunger, a map made of prior. Maybe the catch never failed to occur. Maybe the hook was invented for a different blur. Are we alone in the blackened tiger, or near proof in a fracture scanner, techno signature veil contour, knuckle on marble, knocking no more? Are we alone in the black recursion, or out of phase with the neighboring version, mouth to mirror, shore to shore? Maybe this sealed wall was never a wall. Black blue mute room mashed with a velvet tooth, cold cliff split myth curled around absent proof. Are we alone or only out of phase? A closed vowel drifts through a maze of erased names. I read the dark as a contract being disowned, a frosted thought with its authorship overthrown. No oracle, no origin, no witness in the frame, just a negative grammar wearing a nameless name. Absence gets elegant, dressed in a careful angle, a soft little knot that refuses to untangle. Every clean null has a ceremonial pose, every sealed mouth has a geometry to close. Maybe the other not other enough. Maybe the mirror is folded in dust. Maybe the far is not far but misfiled, a wild archive with a mild denial.
desire, a net made of hunger, a map made of prior. Maybe the catch never failed to occur. Maybe the hook was invented for a different blur. Are we alone in the unsaid grammar? Or near a proof in a fractured scanner? Techno signature, veil contour, knuckle on marble, knocking no more. Are we alone in the black recursion? Or out of phase with the neighboring version? Mouth to the mirror, shore to shore. Maybe the seal wall was never a wall.
Black, blue, mute room, ash with a velvet tube. Cold cliffs split mid, curl round absent proof. Are we alone or only out of phase? A closed vow drifts through a maze of race names. I read the dark as the contract, the empty zone. A frostbit thought with authorship overthrown. No oracle, no origin, no witness in frame. Just an edited grammar wearing a nameless name. Absence gets elegant, dressed in a careful angle. A soft little knot that refuses to untangle. Every clean note has a ceremonial pose. Every sealed mouth has a geometry of closed. Maybe the mirror is folded in dust. Maybe the fire is not far but misfiled. A wide dark hybrid with a mild denial. Maybe the search is a sketch of desire, a net made of hunger, a map made of prior. Maybe the catch never failed to occur. Maybe the hook was invented for a different blur. Are we alone in the unsaid grammar? Or near a proof in a fractured scanner? Techno signature, veil contour, knuckle on marble, not me no more. Are we alone in the black recursion? Out of phase with a neighboring movement. Mouth to other slippery inversion. Mouth to mirror, shore to shore. Maybe the sealed wall was never a wall.
Black blue, your broom ash with a velvet tooth. Cold glyph, split myth, curled around absent proof. Are we alone or only out of phase? A closed vowel drifts through a maze of erased names. I read the dark as a contract, the ink is sewn. A frosted thought with its authorship overmown. No oracle, no origin, no witness in frame. Just a negative grammar wearing a nameless name. Absence gets elegant, dressed in a careful angle. A soft little knot that refuses to untangle. Every clean null has a ceremonial pose. Every sealed mouth has a geometry of curves. Maybe the other is not other enough. Maybe the other is not other enough. Maybe the mirror is folded in dust. Maybe the far is not far but misfiled. A wild archive with a mild denial. Maybe the search is a sketch of desire, a net made of hunger, a map made of prior. Maybe the catch never fails to occur. Maybe the hook was invented for a different blur. Only proof in a fractured scanner. Techno signature to fail contour. Knuckle on marble, knocking no more. In the black recursion, all phase with a neighboring version. Mouth to
tooth, cold lips, split myth, curled around, absent proof. Are we alone or only out of phase? A closed vowel drifts through a maze of our race names. I hate cousin, cousin. I hate being close. I hate public movement. I hate the whole weekend with this lady. I hate it. No oracle, no origin, no witness in frame. Just a negative grammar, wearing nameless name. Absence gets elegant, dressed in a careful angle. A soft little knot that refuses to untangle. Every clean null has a ceremonial pose. Every seal mouth has the geometry of flows. I hate public closet. I hate. Maybe the author is not enough. Maybe the house that given up enough. Maybe the mirror is folded in dust. Maybe the far is not far but misfiled. A wild archive with a mild denial. Maybe the search is a sketch of desire. A net made of hunger, a map made of prior. Maybe the catch never failed to occur. Maybe the hook was invented for a different blur. Are we alone in the offset grammar? Or near a proof in a fracture scanner? Take the signature, veiled contour. Knuckle on marble, knocking no more. Reloading the black recursion. Or out of phase with a neighboring version. Mouth to mirror, shore is shore. Maybe the sealed wall was never a wall.
Black bone, mute, brown ash with a velvet tooth. Cold lips, split myth, curled around, absent proof. Are we alone or only out of phase? A closed vowel drifts through a maze of erased names.
I read the dark as a contradicting to some. A frosted thought with no origin, no witness in frame. Just a negative grammar wearing a nameless name. Absence gets elegant, dressed in a careful angle. A soft little knot that refuses to untangle. Everything null has a ceremonial pose. Every sealed mouth has a geometry of close. Maybe the other is not other enough. Maybe the far is not far but misfiled. A wild archive with a mild denial. Maybe the search is a sketch of desire. A net made of hunger, a map made of prior. Maybe the catch never failed to occur. Maybe the hook was invented for different blur. Are we alone in the unsaid grammar? Or near proof in a fractured scanner? Tectonic signature, veiled contour, knuckle on marble, knocking no more. Are we alone in the black recursion, or out of phase with the neighboring version? Mouth to mirror, shore to shore. Maybe the sealed wall was never a wall. Black gloom, you room, ash with a velvet tooth. Cold lips, split myth, curled around, absent proof. Are we alone or only out of phase? Closed vowel drifts through a maze of erased names. I may rather dark as a contract, the ink is sown. Frostbit thought with its authorship overthrown. No oracle, no origin, no witness in frame. Just a negative ground wearing a nameless name. Half
absence get far. Words such as grammar's handle, the friggin' tailless name. Things gets elegant, dressed at careful angle. A soft little mouth that refuses to untangle. Every klingon has a ceremonial pose. Every sealed mouth has a geometry of clothes. Maybe the other is not about enough. Maybe the mirror is the cunning express. Maybe the mirror is folded in the dust. Maybe the far is not far but misfiled. A wild archive with a mild denial. Maybe the search is a sketch of desire. A net made of hunger, a map made of prior. Maybe the catch never failed to occur. Maybe the hook was invented for a different blur. I'm happy alone in the unsaid grammar. Over in a teacher's scanner, or near a proof in a fractured scanner. Techno signature, travail contour, knuckle on marble, knocking no more. Are we alone in the black recursion? Out of phase with a neighboring version. Mouth through a mirror, shore to shore. Maybe the seal wall was never a wall.
Tooth, cold clear for the estimate. The right to proof, are we alone? Only our face, a closed mouth drifts through a maze of erased names. I rape the dark as a contract being disowned. A frostbit thought with its authorship over the stone. No oracle, no origin, no witness in frame. Just a neck as its grammar wearing a nameless name. Absence gets elegant, dressed in a careful angle. A soft little knock that refuses to untangle. Every clean knoll is a ceremonial pose. Every sealed mouth has a geometry enclosed. Becomes far and told its dust. Maybe the mirror is folded in dust. Maybe the far is not far but misfiled. A wild archive with a mild denial. Maybe the search is a sketch of desire. A net made of hunger, a map made of prior. Maybe the catch never failed to occur. Maybe the hook was invented for a different word.
Are we alone or only out of phase? A closed valve drifts through a maze of erased names. I read the die, the contract, the ink disowned. A busted bob with its authorship overthrown. No oracle, no origin, no witness in frame. Just a negative grammar wearing a nameless name. Absence gets elegant, dressed in a careful angle. A soft little knot that refuses to untangle. Every clean note has a ceremonial pose. Every sealed mouth has a geometry of close. Maybe the other is not other enough. Maybe the mirror is holding in us. Maybe the far is not far but misfiled. was a shore. Maybe the sealed wall was never a wall.
Black room, mirror pearl mashed with all velvet too. Cold and quick split, myth curled around nerves and proof. Are we alone or only out of phase? What goes boundaries through the maze of erased names. I read the dark as a contract that eats its own. A frosted clock with its authorship overthrown. No oracle, no origin, no witness in flame. Just a negative grammar wearing a nameless name. Accents, yes, elegant, dressed in a careful angle. A soft little knot that refuses to untangle. Every clean note has a ceremonial pose. Every sealed mouth has a geometry of clothes. Maybe if the birds don't hurry down. Maybe the mirror is folded in dust. I could burn that tone for 8 all out. Sluggish lies at a tone. Maybe the far's not far from the spire. The wild archive with a mild denial. Maybe the scourge is a sketch of desire. A net made of hunger, a map made of prior. Maybe the cash never failed to occur. Maybe the hook was invented for a different love. Are we alone in the unsaid mirror? Or near a group in a fractured skin? Suture, carpenter, knuckle on marble, nothing no more. Are we alone in the black recursion? Or out of phase with a neighbor version of the mirror, but sure the soul's never alone. Black rock, blue room, ash with the velvet tooth. Cold bliss, split, myth curved around as a groove. Are we alone or only out of space? A closed fortress through a maze of arrest names. I write the dark as a contract, the ink to stone. A frostbit rock with its authorship overthrown. No oracle, no origin, no witness in frame. Just a negative grammar wearing a nameless name. Absence gets elegant, just set in a careful angle. A soft little knot that refuses to untangle. Every clean mouth has a ceremonial pose. Every sealed mouth has a geometry of clothes. Maybe the other is not other enough. Maybe the mirror is folded in dust. Maybe the far is not far from misfiled. The wild archive of the mountain Nile. Maybe the search is a sketch of desire. A net made of hunger, a map made of prior. Maybe the catch never failed to occur. Maybe the hook was invented for a different girl. Maybe the other is not other enough. Or mirror proof in a fractured scanner. Tactile signature, veil contour. Knuckle on marble, knocking no more. Are we alone in the black recursion? Or out of phase with the neighboring version? Mouth to mirror, shore to shore. Maybe the
geometry of clothes. Maybe the other's not other enough. How'd you have us? Maybe the other's not other enough. How'd you have us? Maybe the mirror is folded in dust. Maybe the far is not far but misfiled. The wild like a hive with a mild denial. Maybe the search is a sketch of desire, a net made of hunger, a map made of prior. Maybe the catch never fails to occur. Maybe the hook was invented for a different blur. Are we alone in the unsaid grammar? Or near a proof and a fractured scanner? Techno-signature, veil contour, knuckle on marble, knocking no more. Are we alone in the black recursion? Or not a face with a neighboring version? Mouth to mirror, shore to shore. Maybe the sealed wall is never a wall.
still prefer to be the purpose invented for a different love. Are we alone in the unsaid grammar? Here, proof in the fractured scanner, techno-signet legion, veil contoured. On a marble, knocking no more. Are we alone in the back again? I'm faced with a neighboring version. Up to mirror, shore to shore, maybe the seal blows through it all.
Refuses to untangle every clean law has to ceremony opposed. Every seal about the geometry of clothes. Maybe the other's not other enough. Maybe the mirror is folded in dust. Maybe the forest not formally styled. A weather cat with a mild denial. Maybe the search, the sketch of desire, net made of hunger, a map made of fire. Maybe the catch never failed to occur. Maybe the hook for fuzzy banks were further. Are we alone in the unsaid grammar? All our proof in a fractured scanner. Deep in signature veil contour. Metal on marble, knocking no more. Are we alone in a black recursion? Or at a face with a neighboring version? Up to mirror, shore to shore. Maybe the skill was never a wall. Black blue, room, ash with velvet tooth. Cold lips, split knit, curled around absent blue. Are we alone or only at a face? A closed down drifts through a maze of erased names. I read the dark as the contract, the ink to sew. A frosted thought with its authorship overthrown. No oracle, no origin, no witness in frame. Just a negative grammar wearing a nameless name. Absence gets elegant, trust in a careful angle. A soft little knot that refuses to untangle. Every clean knot has a ceremonial pose. Every sealed mouth has a geometry of clothes.
Maybe the other is not other enough. Maybe the mirror is falling in dust. Maybe the far is not far but misfiled. Mild archive with a mild denial.
Maybe the search is a sketch of desire. A net made of hunger, a map made of prior. Maybe the catch never failed to occur. Maybe the hook was invented for a different love.
Are we alone in the unsaid grammar? Only a proof in a fractured scanner. Let techno signature, veil contour, knuckle on marble, knocking no more. Are we alone in the black recursion?
frosted tooth, cold bliss, split myth, curled around absent brew. Are you the other days? The colors foul drifts through a maze of erased names. Dark as a contract, the ink to sewn, the frostbit thought with its authorship overthrown. No oracle, no origin, no witness in frame, just a negative grammar wearing a nameless name. Absence gets elegant just in a careful angle, a soft little knot that refuses to untangle. Every clean note was a ceremonial pose, as a sealed mouth has but geometry of flows. Maybe the other is not othering enough. Maybe the mirror is folded in dust. Maybe the far is not far but misfiled, a wild archive with a mild denial. Maybe the search is a sketch of desire, a net made of hunger, a map made of prior. Maybe the catch never failed to occur. Maybe the hook was invented for a different blur. Are we alone in the unsaid grammar, or near proof in a fractured scanner? Techno signature, veiled contour, knuckle on marble, knocking no more. Are we alone in the black recursion, or out of phase with the neighboring version? Mouth to mirror, shore to shore. Maybe the sealed wall was never a wall.
Black dog, you grew, mash with a velvet tooth, gold biscuit, myth, color, that's a proof. Are we alone, or are we at the phase that post over surveys of erased I read the dark as a contract, the ink, the sword, the frosted gold is all that she pulled the draw. Oracle, origin, the witness is framed, just a negative grammar, wearing a nameless name. Absence gets elegant, dressed in a carefully, the soft and off that refuses to untangle. Every pinhole has a ceremonial pose, every sip thoughts cut the orbitrary of flows. Maybe the other is not other enough. Maybe the mirror is folded in dust. Maybe the far is not far but this fire, a wild apart. The miles in all. Maybe the search is a sketch of desire, and that made of hunger, and that made of prior. Maybe the catch never failed to occur. Maybe the hook is a different blur. Are we alone in the unsaid grammar, or near a proof in a fractured scanner? Finger signature, veiled contour, knuckle on marble, knocking no more. Are we alone in the black recursion, or out of phase with the neighboring version? Lamp to mirror, shore to shore. Maybe the sealed wall was never a wall.
Black bloom, youth room, ash with a velvet tooth, cold lips, split myth, curled around, absent proof. Are we alone? Are only out of phase? The closed vowel drifts through a maze of erased names. I read the dark as a contract, the ink is sewn. A frostbit thought within authorship overrun. No oracle, no original witnessing frame. Just a negative grammar wearing a nameless name. I
princess gets elegant, dressed in a careful angle. A soft little knot that refuses to untangle. Every clean up has a ceremonial pose. Every still mouth has a geometry of clothes. Maybe the other is like other enough. Maybe the other is like. Maybe the mirror is folded in dust. Maybe the floor is not far but misfiled. A wide archive with a mild denial. Maybe the search is a sketch of desire, a net made of hunger, a map made of fire. Maybe the catch never failed to occur. Maybe the hook was invented for a different blur. I'll be alone in the unsaid grammar, on narrow proof in a fractured scanner. Techno signature, veil contour, nothing of marble, knocking no more. I'll be alone in the black recursion, or out of phase with the neighboring version. Mouth to mirror, shore to shore. Maybe the silver wall was never a wall.
With a velvet juice, cold lips, split myth, curl around absent groove. Are we alone or only out of phase? A closed bow drifts through a maze of erased names. I read the dark as a contract, the ink disowned. A frostbit thought with its authorship overthrown. No oracle, no origin, no witness in frame. Just a native grammar wearing a nameless name. Absence gets elegant, dressed in a careful angle. A soft little knot that refuses to untangle. Every clean novel has a ceremonial pose. Every sealed mouth has a geometry of flows. Maybe the other is not other enough. Maybe the mirror is folded in dust. Maybe the far is not far but misfiled. A wild archive with a mild denial. Maybe the search is a sketch of desire, a net made of hunger, a map made with fire. Maybe the catch never failed to occur. Maybe the hook was invented for a different glory. Alone in the unsaid grammar, one near proof in a fractured scan. A signature, veiled contour, knuckle on marble, knocking no more. Are we alone in the black recursion? We're out of phase with a neighboring version. Mouth to mirror, shore to shore. Maybe the sealed wall was never a wall.
Black bloom, youth room, ash with the velvet tooth, cold blade, split mid curled around absent blue. Are we alone or only out of phase? A closed bow drifts through a maze of erased names. Get dark as a contract, the intertone of frostbit thought with its authorship overthrown. No oracle, no original witness in frame. Just a negative grammar wearing a nameless name. Absence gets elegant, dressed in a careful angle, soft little knot that refuses to untangle. Every clean note has a ceremonial pose. Every sealed mouth has the geometry of flow. Maybe is not hard, it's so fine, it's something but love it us. The other doesn't even love before you do it somewhere in the obvious. Fall through the clay grass of the thorn of was. Maybe the mirror is folded in dust. Maybe the far is not far from misfiled, a wild archive with a mild denial. Maybe the search is a sketch of desire, a net made of hunger, a map made of fire. Maybe the catch never failed to occur. Maybe the hook was invented for a different blur. Here we go lonely when I say could we have tried is it too bad? The wear down there is sure. Techno signature, veil contour, knuckle on marble, knocking no more. Are we alone in the black recursion, or out of phase with the neighboring version? Mouth to mirror, shore to shore. Maybe the sealed wall was never a wall.
Black, blue, mute, groom, ash with a velvet tooth, cold clip, split myth, code around absent proof. Are we alone or only out of phase? A closed valve drip screw, a maze of earliest names.
I read the dark as a contract that ain't disowned. I just all the shit overthrown. No oracle, no original witness in frame. Just a negative grammar wearing a nameless name. Absence gets elegant, trust in a careful angle. A soft little knot that refuses to untangle. Every cleanup has a ceremonial pose. Every sealed mouth has a geometry of clothes. Maybe the other is not other enough. Maybe the mirror is folded in us. Maybe the far is not far but misfiled. A wild archive with a mild denial. Maybe the search is a sketch of desire, and it made a hunger on the map made on fire. Maybe the catch never failed to occur. Maybe the hook was invented for a different blur.
Are we alone in the unsaid grammar, or near a proof in a fractured scanner? Techno signature, veil contour, knuckle on marble, knocking no more. Are we alone in the black recursion, or out of phase with a neighboring version? Mouth to mirror, shore to shore. Maybe the sealed wall was never a wall.
I think I'll pay it.
Just a negative grammar wearing a nameless name. Absence gets elegant, just in a careful angle. A soft little knot that refuses to untangle. Every clean wall has a ceremonial pose. Every steel black has a geometry of clothes. Maybe the other is not other enough. Maybe the mirror is folded in dust. Maybe the far is not far but misfiled. A wild archive with a mild denial. Maybe the search is a sketch of desire, an end made of hunger, a map made of fire. Maybe the catch never failed to occur. Maybe the hook was invented for a different blur. Are we alone in the unsaid grammar, or near a proof in a fractured sky? Techno signature, veil couture, knuckle on marble, knocking no more.
face with a neighboring version. About to mirror, short. Maybe the ceiling was never a wall. Black, blue, mute room, ash with velvet tooth, cold lips, split myth, curled around absent proof. Are we alone or only out of phase? A closed bowel drifts through a maze of upper race things. I read the dark as a contract, the ink to send. Black room, mute room, ash with a velvet tooth, cold lips, split myth, crawl around absent proof. Are we alone or only out of phase? Close our breath, feel amazed of erased names. I read the dark as a contract, the ink is from a frostbit thought with its authorship over oracle and original witness and frame. Just a negative grammar where your name was named. Absence gets elegant, dressed in a careful angle. Soft little knot that refuses to untangle. Every clean null has a ceremonial pose. Every sealed map has a geometry of clothes. Maybe the other is not enough. Maybe the mirror is folded dust. Maybe the far is not far, but misfiles a wild archive with a mild denial. Maybe the search is the sketch of desire, a net made of hunger, a map made of prior. Maybe the catch never failed to occur. Maybe the hook was invented for a different color. Are we alone in the unsaid grammar? Or near proof in a fractured scanner? Techno signature, real contour. Knuckle on marble, knocking no more. Are we alone in the black recursion? Or out of phase with the neighboring version? Mouth to mirror, shore. Maybe the ceiling was never. Black bloom, mute room, ash with a velvet tooth, cold glyph, split myth, cold around absent proof. Are we alone or only out of phase? A closed barrel drifts through a maze of erased names. I read the darkest contract, the ink just on a frostbit thought with authorship overthrown. The oracle, no origin, no witness in frame. Just a negative grammar wearing a nameless name. Absence gets elegant, dressed in a careful angle. Soft little knot that refuses to untangle. Every clean roll has a ceremonial pose. Every sealed mouth has a geometry of clothes. Maybe the mirror is folded in dust. Maybe the far is not far, but my smile of the wild archive with a mild denial. Maybe the search is a sketch of desire, a net made of hunger, a map made of pride. Maybe the catch never failed to occur. Maybe the hook was invented for a different blur. Scanner, techno signature veil contour, knuckle on marble, knocking no more. Are we alone in black recursion or out of phase with the name?
the seal wall was never a wall. Black bloom, mute room, ash with the velvet tooth, cold cliff, split myth, curled around absent proof. Are we alone or only our face? A closed boundaries, the maze of erased names. I read the dark as contracting to song, a frostbit thought with its authorship overthrown. No oracle, no origin, no witness in frame, just a negative grammar wearing a nameless name. Absence gets elegant, just in a careful angle, a soft little note that refuses to untangle. Every clean null has a ceremonial pose, every seal mouth has geometry of codes. Maybe the other is not other enough. Maybe the mirror is folded in dust. Maybe the far is not far, but the misfire. Oh, all that kind of a mind and all I love. Maybe it's a bad time and maybe you. Oh, maybe both. Maybe catching your failed to occur. Maybe the hook was invented for a different bird. Are we alone in being said by love? Or near a proof in the fragile sky? Techno signature that comes knuckle on marble, knocking no more. Are we alone in the black percussion, or the face with the neighboring version? Mouth to mirror, shore to shore, maybe the sealed wall was never a wall. Black bloom, new broom, ash with the velvet tooth, cold cliff split, mid curled around absent proof. Are we alone, or only out of phase? A closed barrel drifts through a maze of erased names. I read the dark as a contract that ain't disowned, a frostbit thought with its authorship overthrown. No oracle, no origin, no witness in frame, just an additive grammar wearing a nameless name. Absence gets elegant, just in a careful angle, a soft little knot that refuses untying go. Every clean note has a ceremonial pose, every seal mouth has a geometry up close. Maybe the other is not other enough. Maybe the mirror is folded in dust. Maybe the far is not far, but misfire. A wild archive with the air, mild denial. Maybe the search is a sketch of desire, a net made of hunger, a map made of fire. Maybe the catch never failed to occur. Maybe the hook was invented for a different blur, a mere proof in a fractured scan. Tap my signature veil contour, not my marble knocking no more. Are we alone in the black recursion, or our face with a neighboring version? Not to mirror, shoulder ledge, or maybe the seal ball was never a wall.
Black bone, you boom, ashes of velvet, too cold lips, split curled around absent proof. Are we alone or only our face? A coast out drifts through a maze of erased names. I trade the dark as a contract ink disowned. A frostbit thought with its offer. just an negligent grammar, wearing a nameless name. Absent elegant dress in a careful angle, a soft little knot that refuses to untangle. Every clean note has ceremonial pose. Every sealed mouth has a geometry of codes.
Maybe the other is not other enough. Maybe the mirror is folded in dust. Are we all alone in the unset rimmer? Don't hear a proof in a fractured scanner. Techno-signature failed contour. Knuckle on marble, knocking no more. Are we all alone in the black recursion? Or out of phase with a neighboring version? Mouth to mirror, shore to shore. Maybe the sealed wall was never a wall. Black room, ash with a relative cold glass, with color and proof. Are we only out of phase? I'd close my eyes just to amaze out of face names. I read the dark as a contract they used to sow the frostbit fall with this authorship overthrown. No oracle, no origin, no witness in brain. Just a negative grammar wearing a nameless name. I'm just elegant, dressed in a careful though a soft little knot that refuses to untangle. Every clean note has a ceremonial pose. Every sealed note has a geometry of waves. Maybe the mirror is folded in dust. Maybe the far is not carved with the mountain on. Maybe the search is a sketch of desire, a net made of hunger, a map made of prior. Maybe the catch never failed to occur. Maybe the hook was invented for a different bird. Are we alone in the onset? None or near proof in fractured scanner. Techno signature, veiled contour, knuckle on marble, knocking no more. Are we alone in the black recursion? We're out of phase with a neighboring version. Mouth to mirror, shore to shore. Maybe the sealed walls never a war.
Like rock and roll ash with a cutting tooth. Golden split with color.
in a fractured scanner. Techno signature veil contour, nothing above or nothing more. Are we alone in the vibration? All on the face with an airy version. Lots of mirrors, shore to shore. Maybe the sequel was never a war. Black moon, nude room, ash with a velvet tooth. Cold with split mid, curled around absent proof. Are we alone or only out of phase? A closed mouth drifts through a maze of erasings. I read the dark as a contact the empty zone. Frostbit blood with a authorship overthrown. No oracle, no origin, no witness in frame. It's a negative when my wearing name looks named. Absence gets elegant, dressed in careful Lego. And soft little knot that refuses to untangle. Everything that has a servant on the oppose. Every single mouth has a geometry of ghosts. Maybe the other is not out or enough. Maybe the mirror is folded in dust. Maybe the far is not far, but this time a wild archive with a mile to none. Maybe the search is a sketch of desire, a net made of hunger, a mouth made of pride. Maybe the catch never failed to occur. Maybe the hook was invented for a different learn. Hypnotic tracks from a rocks invested on air proof and a fractured scanner. Techno signature veil contour, knuckle on marble, nothing no more. Are we alone in the black recursion? We're out of phase with a neighboring version. Mouth to mirror, shore to shore. Maybe the seal was never a war. Black blue mute room, ash with a velvet tooth. Cold glyph split with curled around absent proof. Are we alone or only out of phase? A closed vowel drifts through a maze of erased names. I read the dark as a contract being disowned. A frostbit dark with its authorship overthrown. No oracle, no origin, no witness is afraid. Just a negative ground, no wearing an endless name. Absence gets elegant, dressed in a careful angle. A soft little knot that refuses to untangle. Every bleed null has a ceremonial pose. Every sealed knot has a geometry of code. Maybe the other is not enough. Maybe the mirror is folded in dust. Maybe the far is not far but misfiled. I wonder God with the mild denial. Maybe the search is a sketch of desire. And that's day of hunger, a map made of fire. Maybe the catch never failed to occur. Maybe the hook was invented for a different blur. For a different blur. Are we alone in the unsaid grammar? Or near a proof in a fractured scanner? Techno signature, veiled contour, knuckle on marble, knocking no more. Are we alone in the black recursion? Or out of phase with a neighboring version? Mouth to mirror, shore to shore. Maybe the sealed wall was never a wall.
Maybe the s'more, the sketch of the breast. Maybe the mirror is folded in dust. Maybe the far is not far misfiled. A wild archive with a mild denial. Maybe the search is a sketch of desire. A net made of hunger, a map made of prior. Maybe the catch never failed to occur. Maybe the hook was invented for God to alone in the unsaid grammar. Or near a proof in a fractured scanner.
Techno signature, pale contour, knuckle on marble, knocking no more.
Are we alone in the black recursion, or on the face with a neighboring version? Mouth to mirror, shore to shore. Maybe the seal wall was never a wall. Huge room, ash with the velvet tooth, cold lips, split mist, curl around, absent proof. Are we alone or only out of phase? A closed foul drifts through a maze of erased names. I read the dark as a contract theme to soul of frosted thought with its authorship overflow. No oracle, no origin, no witness in frame. Just a naked little rambling nameless dame. Absence gets elegant, dressed in a careful angle. Soft up with a knot that refuses to untangle. Every clean note has a ceremonial pose. Every seal of love has geometry of those. Maybe the author is gone unknown. Maybe the mirror is folded in dust. Maybe the forest not far but misfire. A wild archive with a mild denier. Maybe the search is a sketch of desire. And that made by hunger, not made of prior. Maybe the catch never was invented for a different bird. Are we alone in the unsaid grammar? You're near a proof in a fractured scanner. Take some shit, here comes to it. Knocking on marble, knocking on wood. Look at, look at, boy, what the book, like the floor. Are we lonely? Might as well them all that we did. Might as well check the diamonds on the straight tippers. Sense what wish myself a fall. Out to them, all we can share. I just like to shake it around. Black room, you relax with the velvet tooth, cold with split myth, color on a taboo. Are we alone or all beer flags? The cold snow just still fades over its face. I read the dark as a contract. The ink is sold. A frosted though with its authorship overthrown. No oracle, no origin, no witness to frame. Just a native grammar with a nameless name. Absence gets elegant, just in a careful angle, soft little knot that refuses to untangle. Every clean note has a ceremonial pose. Every symbol has a geometry of close. Maybe the other is not other enough. Maybe the water is miswallowing us.
with a velvet tooth. Cold glyphs, split myth, curled around absent proof. Are we alone or only out of phase? A closed bow drifts through a maze of mystery. As a contract, the ink is on a frostbit thought with its authorship overstone. No oracle, no origin, no witness in flame, just an edited of grammar wagging a nameless name. Absence intelligence dressed in a careful angle, soft little knot that refuses to untangle. Every clean note has a ceremonial post. Every sealed map has a geometry of prose. There's not other enough. Folded in dust. Maybe the far's not a flutter but misspiral. A wild archive with a mild denial. Maybe the search is a sketch of desire. A net made of hunger, a map made of prior. Maybe the catch never failed to occur. Maybe the hook was invented for a different blur. Are we alone in the unsaid grammar? In a fractured scanner, techno signature, veiled contour, knuckle on marble, knocking no more. Are we alone in a black recursion, or out of phase with a neighboring version? Mouth to mirror, shore to shore. Maybe the sealed wall was never a wall.
Black bloom, you broom, ash with a velvet tooth, cold cliffs, split myth, curled around absent proof, alone, but only out of phase. A closed valve drips through a maze erased. I read the dark as a contracted its deed. The song is frostbit with its authorship overthrown. No oracle, no origin, no witness in frame, just addicted as grammar, wearing the nameless name. Absent yet I held again, dressed in careful angled soft. This old knot that refuses to untangle. Every clean note has a ceremonial post. Every sealed mouth has a geometry of clothes. Maybe the others are others. Maybe the mirror is folded in dust. See the fours are forward but misspelled. A wild archive with a mild denial. Maybe the search is a sketch of desire. A net made of hunger, a map made of prior. Maybe the catch never failed to occur. Maybe the hooves invented for different fun. Are we all in the unsaid grammar? Or new proof of fractured scanner? Techno signature, veiled contour, knuckle on marble, nothing no more. Are we alone in the black recursion? Out of phase with a neighboring version. Out to mirror, shore to shore. Maybe the seal wall was never a wall.
Black gloom, mute room, ash with velvet tooth, cold glyph, split myth, curled around absent proof. Are we alone or only out of phase? A closed valve drifts through a maze of race names. I read the dark as a contract, the ink disowned, a frostbit thought with its authorship overthrown. No oracle, no origin, no witness in frame, just a negative grammar word, a nameless name. absence, the elegant dress in a careful angle, a soft little knot that refuses to untangle. Every clean knoll has a ceremonial pose, every sealed mouth has a geometry that flows.
Maybe the flower is not winged to rust. Maybe the mirror is folded in dust. Maybe the flower is not far but misfiled. The wild archive with a mild denial. Maybe the search is a sketch of desire, a net made of hunger, a map made of fire. Maybe the catch never failed to occur. Maybe the hook was invented for a different blur. Are we alone in the unsaid grammar? Or near a proof in a fractured scanner tech? Noticing that each of on short at the deck. A marble, knocking no more. Are we alone in the black recursion? Or out of phase with the neighboring version? Mouth to mirror, shore to shore. Maybe the sealed wall was never a wall.
Black loom, mute room, ash with the velvet tooth, cold glyph, split myth, curled around, absent proof. Are we alone? Only out of phase, a close vowel drifts through a maze of erased stains. A contract, the ink is on a frostbit thought with its authorship overthrown.
No oracle, no origin, no witness in frame. Just a meditative grammar wearing a nameless name. Absence gets elegant dress, a careful angle, a soft little knot that refuses to untangle.
Everything all has a ceremonial pose. Every sealed mouth has a geometry of flows. Maybe the other is not other enough. Maybe the mirror is folded in dust. Maybe the far is not far but misfiled. The wilds are tied with a mild denial.
Maybe the search is a sketch of desire, a net made of hunger, a map made of fire. Maybe the catch never failed to occur. Maybe the hook was invented for a different blur.
Are we alone in the unsaid grammar? Or near a proof in a fractured scanner? Techno signature veil contour. Knuckle on marble, knocking no more. Are we alone in the black recursion? Or a phase with a neighboring version? Mouth to mirror, shore to shore. Maybe the sealed wall was never a wall.
Black blue, mute room, ash with a velvet tooth, cold lips, split myth, curl around, absent proof. Are we alone or only out phase? A close vowel drifts through a maze of erased names. I read the dark as a contract, the ink is on a frostbit thought with its authorship overthrow. Oracle, no origin, no witness and frame, just a negative grammar wearing a nameless name. Absence gets elegant, dressed in a careful angle, soft little knot that refuses to untangle. Every clean note has a ceremony close, every sealed mouth has a geometry of flows.
Maybe the other can't hurt for the law. Maybe the mirror is folded in dust. Maybe the floor is not far but this spot, a wild dark light with a mild light.
negative brown or wearing a nameless name. Absence gets elegant dressed in a careful angle. A soft little knob that refuses to untangle. Every clean knob has a ceremonial pose. Every sealed mouth has a geometry of flows. Be the other is not of enough. Maybe the mirror is folded in dust. Maybe the bar is not far but misfiled. A wild archive with a mild denial. Maybe the search is a sketch of